Hi. So I'm Mary. I'm the summer intern at Theater Pass Marai, and I'm interviewing everybody on the team to get a sense of what your roles are. So if you,
Hi, Mary.
hi, if you, Indrit, if you could start by introducing yourself, your role, and just like a brief description of your role, that would be great. Thank you.
Sure. My name is Indrit Kasapi. I'm the Associate Artistic Director at Theater Pass Marai. And a short description, a very short description is that I am an associate to the Artistic Director at the company. And outside of just supporting the work that the Artistic Director and the Drama Manager do within the institution, I also have very specific focuses.
Hmm. Okay. Um, so what is the difference between your job and Marjorie's?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. Nobody's ever asked me that question. What are the differences? I would say it's something that I have to think about because um, they're more likely than they are different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, they are more alike than they are different. The major differences between between my job and Marjorie's, is that mine is more of the supporting. Like I see my position as the position that supports Marjorie in the decisions she has to make. Ultimately, Marjorie obviously is making decisions in a collaborative way, but she is the artistic director. She is the one who's going to make the final decision, along with the managing director. So my job is different in that it is more of a supporting role. So I see it as a position where you are, in a way, asking Marjorie the questions that she needs to be that she needs to answer before she makes decisions. It's kind of like a dramaturgical role in a way, that you're challenging the artistic director to maybe think a bit differently. And so it's not, you can't be, anyway, from my perspective, I don't think that I would say yes to being the associate to just any artistic director, because I think it's so important that there's a relationship built between the two of you. Um, and because it's very much this it's just like I wouldn't want just anybody to be my dramaturg, right? So it's this sort of really beautiful dynamic between the two, and my position is really to find ways to ask those questions that Marjorie maybe hasn't thought of, you know or same with the managing director. And so it's very much a collaborative space, so it's sometimes hard um, to see those differences, but obviously the big one being that I don't have a final executive say on decisions. Right, like I'm there to support and encourage and um, definitely give my opinion, so we can agree to disagree in certain things, but the final decision is Marjorie's and Regine's, right, in terms of decisions that are being made. um, and then and then also my job has some focus in terms of new development and also touring. And so those are things that probably I lead more, and then I discuss with Marjorie beforehand and with Regine. But I would say that Marjorie takes a bit more of a backseat in terms of the touring stuff, and I take a bit more of a lead position, let's just say. Though, again, it's kind of like this really hard thing to describe because we work so collaborative together. Um, but yeah, maybe I don't know if I answered that question properly, but I think that
Oh, no, absolutely.
no, that's
No,
it.
that was great. Yeah, thank you. What is one of the struggles of working with the new works of TPAN's Buzz series?
The struggles. Well, I don't like to focus on negative stuff. But working on new work is one of my favorite things to do. So I don't see a lot of struggles there. The only struggle that I can think of is that I wish we had the resources and the financial capacity to fund more projects than we are able to, and to support more development. And so, like as an example, right now we have the Meet Marjorie. We received about 115 applications or submissions. And so out of those 115 submissions, realistically, we're probably not able to support more than maybe 10, that's like really pushing it. So that's substantially a lower amount out of what the demand is there. So out of the 115, there's lots of really exciting new work that we probably would be like, yeah, let's give them a week of space, or give them some money to like write or develop or choreograph or get together. So I think the biggest challenge for us is to have more financial resources.
Right.
So if you can find a solution, that'd be great. All we need is like a benefactor with $1 million.
I'll get on it.
Yes, get on it, Mary.
That's my job. Okay. Oh, Indrit, this was fascinating. Thank you so much for coming in today and for for doing this interview with me. I really
Of
appreciate
course.
it. Absolutely. Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thank you.